When you start, you'll love it. Okay? So we ready to go? Yeah. All right. Who's up first? Change my shoes. Come on up.
Up here or up here?
Professor Henson, up here is good? Right here, sit down.
down.
Okay, perfect. Your name first.
Hello, my name is Kalima Williams. Now, I like my vibes easy, like Erica and Jill. My earrings hooped, but I'm a strong cup of tea. So when I'm looking to be healthy, I need nature's most powerful superfood. Pure Hawaiian Spirulina Pacifica is the only one for me.
All right.
Hey! So many things she did. Talking about her hair, talking about her earrings, I think, talking about all those things. You'd be surprised how the client is like, you know what, I was actually thinking of using a runner. But she made it about health with nutrients, with your hair, and you completely changed the client's idea of what he was going to do with it. That's really what they're looking for. Okay? So that was geniusly done. Good job.
Good job. Good job.
Who's next? Come on down. You can't do it wrong, guys. You saw the work I did up there. Come on down. It's not hard at all. You can't do it wrong. Just bring you to it. Okay? Have some fun.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kyla. Yeah, let's get it started. Girl, he left me. Left me with nothing. But don't worry, he didn't take my herbal water. And it's got 0 calories, 0 artificial intelligence, and 0 preservatives. So I guess 0 is looking good.
All right. That's so talented.
What I liked about her is that she used her whole body. Did you notice that? So immediately you start thinking, dancer, dance moves. She must be a dancer. You dance? Have you always had rhythm to dance, not like a professional dancer? Again, just bringing that to it, instead of just standing there and saying, you know, my boyfriend left me, da-da-da-da. She used her body in it. So now we've got a rhythm. The next thing you know, the producers are thinking, let's add music, let's add dancers. They're getting their ideas from us. Okay? So you can't really lose. You can't lose. They need you just as much as we need them, because we need to get paid, right? Okay. Good job. Good job. Who's next? Really good job. Come on down. You can't lose, guys. All you got to do is bring yourself. Anyone next? Come on. We got to keep moving, y'all. Let's have some fun. All right. Come on.
My name's Kayla, and when I'm feeling down, sometimes I like to take a little beverage. Rob's really good zero. It has 0 calories, all natural, and life-changing.
Oh, very good.
Very good. Very good.
Very good. And she brought you into her. She brought you into her world. And sometimes that's what you need to do, because that last person before you was doing a whole lot. And then all of a sudden you have somebody where you had to stop and listen to. So the client is thinking that. You know what, she kind of brought us into her world. She was like making us take notice of her about what she was doing. So good job. Next. All right. That's what I want to see. Yeah, that's how you make that real money. Yeah, get up there. All right.
Hello there, my name is Judo Harville, and you know, so many people uses multiple hand sanitizers, but to me personally, there's a specific hand sanitizer I like to use, and that is Bronner's Sanitizer Organic.
Yes.
Again, guys, you see people like Jake from State Farm. Jake from State Farm, the State Farm commercial. Yeah. You see people like the girl from Progresso, stuff like that. The insurance.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey. A lot of the times, the reason why those people become spokespersons people is because they brought a character that the producer said, we can use that character for the next 10, 15 years. That's really what he just did with the hand sanitizer. He came in as a character. And the character was interesting. So he would be with other people and be inquisitive and be talking. And he'd be like almost a professor or something with the character he gave. And that's all you need. 30 seconds of your life can make you a multimillionaire. Jake is a multimillionaire, guys. That's a totally different level of commercials. But he just showed you that's how you can do it. It's just that simple. Okay? Excellent. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hello, I'm Malachi Moore. Bruh! Every Saturday, my mama tells me to clean the whole house. And every 2 seconds, I lose all my deterrent. Everything she tells me to use, all the pine sauce, all gone in 2 seconds. But I got me some Dr. Bronner South Suds. Man, that cleaned my house. That cleans my grandfather's Buick. That even cleaned my grandma's nasty toenails. And it was only just a little drop. Yeah, I used less and I cleaned more.
Oh, very good, very good. Very good.
Listen, guys,
Wow.
you really got it. No, I'm not kidding you. I mean, you could come to, I could literally put you all on a bus right now and take you to New York and have you audition.
Yes,
And
yes.
people would really just believe that you're just regular actors. They wouldn't even know you were students.
Right.
Because you've taken the ideas of, I'm bringing things that I know. When you throw in things like Buick,
Right,
oh
right.
my God, that client's gonna be like, wait, my granddad had a Buick. Sometimes you get booked for that reason alone. It's just something that's identifiable. Had nothing to do with Sound Suds. He said Buick. I've gone in for auditions in the past where I had on like a Purple Rain t-shirt, and he was like, oh my God, I just saw Purple Rain last night. True story. True story. I came in humming Jesse's Girl, an old, I had heard it on the radio, Jesse's Girl. I don't know, it might be before your time.
Yeah.
But it's an old pop song. And the director came in and was like, what can I find a woman like that? And I booked it. I booked it. I heard the song on the radio and I walked in and I was singing it. And he remembered that. And so when we were on set, laughing and having fun all day, he talked about Jesse's Girl. We talked about that kind of music all day. Had a ball. Sometimes it's all that's required. Excellent job. Excellent job. Who's next? Come on and have some fun, guys. Have some fun.
Oh, Mondina. You got thin, light, and crunchy. Indulgently tasty, but minimal calories. You can have sesame. If you don't want sesame, you can have coconut. If you don't want coconut, then you can have the original. And if not the original, you can have chocolate cherry. But of course, we have ginger snap. Almondina, the delicious cookie without the guilt.
Hey!
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Oh, my fault.
Excellent job. Again, now what he did was good, but I'm going to tell you another secret. How he looked was even more interesting. He looked like like a college kid that would eat cookies. You know, he had this interesting hair color, he had this interesting hairstyle. All of that is telling the client who you are. You're representing yourself, but sometimes they go, you know what, I like his look. I just like his style, you know? All those things make a difference. So what he did was exceptional, but your look and your style alone was just magnificent. So I want you to be aware of that too. Sometimes that's all you need. You'll walk in and you may not have done that great with the copy. You may have went in and just was like, well, I was so nervous. And they're like, oh no, I don't care if you're nervous. You actually look like the college kid that we want who would be eating those cookies with his backpack on. And that's how people get booked. Okay, so you really can't lose. So let's go, great job. Let's go.
My name is Shaheem Faircloth. Do you live your life the old-fashioned way, or do you live on the spicy side of life? It don't matter. Come grab Sir Kensington's gourmet scoop and ketchup, classic or spiced. Now go grill them hot dogs, y'all.
Good job. Great job. I love the fact that he used his body. You know, he just turned ketchup into something sexy. And that's something a lot of people probably wouldn't do. They would probably go in again and think wholesome. Oh, it's ketchup. You know, my parents use it when we barbecue. But he made it into a sexy move. So all of a sudden, the client is thinking, you know what, maybe we should go that route. Maybe we should turn this into like more of a sexier vibe for this commercial next time. All because he walked in and did that. Does that make sense? Great job, great job. Who's next? Who's next? We got anybody from over here? I haven't seen anybody come down from over here yet. Okay now, no reason to be shy. 6 figures, honey, could buy you a house. It did for me. Okay.
My name is Corinthians Giles.
All right.
Are you tired of wondering why your food is always bad? Have your kids ever said, "Ma, I feel like dying. What kind of oil you using?" Well, that's why you need that new Dr. Bronner's organic coconut oil.
All right.
Coconut oil is so good.
Amazing. The fact that he came in with the music.
Yeah.
Now what does that mean when he came in with the music? Somebody tell me what that means. The fact that he came in with the music, what do you think the client would say about that? Does anybody have an answer? He was prepared, but they also can turn it into a what? A musical commercial. We can add music to it now. We never thought about it that way. We're just trying to sell commercials on the shelf. We're just trying to get people to buy it. But now we can turn it into like a musical type of commercial with maybe a Jamaican vibe, you know, a Rasta vibe, a Bob Marley vibe because of his hair and his style. And next time, you know, the next 4 commercials for the next 4 years, he's the face of it because he came in with the music, the look, and the vibe. You see? That's really what happens in commercials, guys.
Wow.
It's up to us to bring them the idea. And he just did it. He nailed it.
Wow.
Okay? Amazing, amazing. I want somebody from over here, though. I want to see some of these pretty girls. Nobody over here saying anything. And y'all have no reason to be shy. We're not shy in this room. We have fun.
Can I borrow your water bottle?
Oh, sure. Go right ahead. I love that.
Hi, my name's Kanaya Franklin. And aren't you tired of dry and brittle hair? Aren't you tired of looking like somebody bald-headed grandma? No. Break up with your shampoo and get 4-in-1 Dr. Bronner's organic pump soap.
All right.
And fill your hair through the wind.
All right.
Very good.
Amazing.
Very good.
Now I'm going to tell you a little secret about what she did that made her even more interesting. The fact that she would come into a room and say, "May I borrow your water bottle?" You know what she just did? She just took control of the room. If you're going into an audition and you're in there with producers and clients and directors and you're asking, "Can I borrow something?" You just took control of that whole room. You're saying that I have an idea that I'm going to use a prop for, and you're going to pay attention because we want to know what you're going to do with my item, my water bottle. So by taking control of the room, they'll always remember you, no matter what you do, because you're really walking in and saying, "Okay, all right, guys, I have a good idea. Just give me a second. Okay, I didn't really like that. Okay, let me try this one too. I want to try this one." I've done it plenty of times because I was so excited about the role. In fact, the Reese's, the one with the cereal, I did that a couple of times. I said, I want to see something. What do you really, 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 really want? So I just kept doing different ways of saying it. And they let me, and I booked it. Because I was having fun with the fact that it was really, 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 it had so many reallys in it. So I just kept finding different ways to say it. Okay? But you're taking control of the room. They're like, "Good, we don't even have to work anymore. We got somebody who has an idea. She's going to be on set thinking of different ways and things to do." Yeah. She asked for the water bottle. Yeah. That's the one we want, the water bottle girl. And when you leave, that's what they'll call you, the water bottle girl. Because you're the only person who's going to walk in the room and ask for that. No one is going to come in the audition after you and ask for something like that. They're just going to come in with the copy and do what they think they're supposed to do right. And you can't do it wrong. That's the secret. You can't do it wrong. Just do it true. Do it in a way that you would do it. Okay? Anybody else? Here we go. Can't do it wrong, guys. Great job. Great job.
My name is Jaya Gomez. Runa Perkins energy is the perfect tea for me. Yeah, Runa Perkins energy. Hey, it's the tea for me. Are you thirsty, man? We got mint, we got traditional, we got lemon grass, and we got hibiscus tea. If you're thirsty, please come holler at me.
Very good.
Great job. Great job. Again.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You guys got to see this. This is just some plain iced tea. Runa tea, okay? Do you see all the energy she put behind this? And the tagline is Runa tea focused energy.
Wow.
Do you see what she just did with that?
Wow.
Energy. You would be saying it all day. You know what I'm saying? You'd be going into the grocery store looking for that focused energy. And the song would be in your head forever. And that's how you get booked. 6 figures off of that. And everybody's walking around saying, energy. Dun, 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 dun. We see it all the time, right?
We're doing it now.
Yeah, it's in my head now, honey. Amazing, amazing. Okay, who's next? Come on, let's keep it going. Have some fun. Great job, great job. Come on down, y'all. Like the price is right. Come on down.
I remember it was one fateful day in December. I had decided to wear a dress that day, and I looked down, and my legs was ashier than ashes. And I realized it was my soap. It was stripping my skin. Now, I might not be a baby, and I haven't been a baby for quite some time. But I know that with Dr. Bronner's Baby Unscented, all natural oil, with jojoba oil, coconut oil, I will never be ashy like I was ever again.
Oh, wow. Very good. Very good.
Awesome job. Again, what did she do, guys? She brought the focus to her. And she came pensive. Again, sometimes we are working so hard to be funny. Sometimes funny is being genuine. I was really having a hard time. I was really embarrassed. My legs were so ashy. That's really what we're going through. And that alone is funny because it's real, So there's a place for that in the commercial world. You can be very, very high. You can be very, very low. You can be very intense. You can be very sexy. Be anything. What she brought was genuine, and that's what I loved about it, right? Bringing your genuine self to the role. Don't try to be anybody else but you, and that's how you book. Amazing, amazing. Who's next? Come on down. All right, guys. Well, no. What we don't do is force you. Because this is why I teach this. Because I don't want people to feel that you're obligated to do commercials when you leave school. I just want you to know that this is a tool you should have in your toolbox. It may not be for everyone.
Right.
Some people want to just stick to the script, do what the director asks them, and there is nothing wrong with that. You are an artist. You are creative. And when you are creative, you use your best self in what you do. See, this isn't work for me. Remember I told you the 18 other students, it was work for them. It wasn't work for me. If it was work for me, I wouldn't want to do it either. I didn't come here to make you work. I want you to do it because it's something you want to try. So when you leave school, you'll always remember there was some tall chick that came to North Carolina Central University and talked to me about commercials because no one ever did that for me. That's why I'm here. Okay? If somebody would have came to the North Carolina School of the Arts and told me about commercials, it would have saved me 20 years of my life of suffering and being on food stamps and trying to make ends meet. You see? That's a big difference, right? And that's what I'm here to do. So anyone else who wants to come up, please do, because I have one more part of this that I want to share. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, well, we will pick up our scripts at the end. Make sure that you bring them for those who decided they didn't want to participate, okay? So we're cool with that. Now, here's another little tool, another little nugget. Somebody shout out the time for me. I put my
11:54.
Okay. I want to talk to you about what's in your hand. Another tool that I wish somebody would have told me when I was getting out of college, it's called what's in your hand. And what's in your hand is basically the theory of if you're really going to pursue this thing called acting and being a performing artist, make sure that you look for a mentor. Okay? Most important thing I wish I would have learned at least 17, 18 years earlier. Having a mentor is going to help you navigate through the waters of the industry about agents, about castings and casting calls and things that you're just trying to learn. Don't feel like you got to go through this stuff alone. There are people who've already been through what you've been through and who are more than willing to help you. But there's a theory called what's in your hand, is what I call it, so that you know exactly how to approach a mentor. My mentor is Stephen McKinley Henderson. Did anybody see the movie Fences with Denzel and Viola Davis? Yes. Everyone? Good. Well, Stephen McKinley Henderson played the best friend of Denzel. And what happened was, after a reading that he was giving in New York, that he was a part of in New York, I walked up to him and I said, "Hi, Mr. McKinley." I did my research first. I said, "I also graduated from North Carolina School of the Arts, and you know there's a lot of your alumni that's working in this industry. North Carolina Central is a very big name in New York, okay?" And I said to him, "I would love to sit and talk to you about, acting and stuff like that. Can I take you to lunch?" And he said, "Oh, baby, you don't have to buy me lunch, but yeah, I would love to come out and talk with you, no problem." And so we wound up going to Starbucks, and I bought him a cup of tea. That's all he wanted. I was like, "You don't want no Danish, no croissant?" He's like, no. And we sat and we just talked and talked and talked, and we formed a friendship, and I asked him to be my mentor. So everything that I do in the acting world, I always go to him first and ask for his advice, and he willingly gives it to me. But it's all because I had something in my hand. I didn't come up to him and say, "Can I just talk to you?" and just start drilling him with questions. I said, "Can I take you to lunch," right? So what's in your hand? It's how you approach somebody when you offer them something. Even if you say, "Can I take you to Starbucks?" It's the fact that you offered them something. I thought it was common to do that because I'm from the backwoods of, North Carolina. I thought it was normal to always offer something. I found out it's not so common, that people really stand in front of you and haven't offered you one thing and ask you a million questions. "Okay, so who's your agent? And where'd you get that? And how did you learn how to do this?" And da-da-da-da-da. I'm thinking, whoa, what's in your hand? What are you offering? Doesn't even necessarily mean I'm going to take it, but it's the fact that you offer it shows me your level of integrity, okay? That's a very important note. Always remember that. Another thing is about theater. Those who really want to do theater, I know I got to wrap this up, but I want to share this part. It's very important. There are a lot of people in New York who are waiting to perform in theater, and they think to themselves, "Wow, I want to start, but I really don't know how to do it." I'm going to tell you what, even the theaters here in North Carolina, if you're serious about theater, you should be auditioning, but you should also be volunteering for theaters. Go in there and offer being the person who ushers and hands out the programs. Go in, put the chairs out, clean up, help with the sets, volunteer at theaters, because that's how the artistic directors and directors will see your face and know you. The fact that you're always around and you're always present shows that you care. Okay? Another friend of mine, he was doing a lot of black box theater for many years. Michael was an amazing actor, but he couldn't get past the black box theaters in New York, and that's usually paying you about $100 a week in theater. He really wanted to get to Broadway and off Broadway. So one day, he said, you know what, he was at a show that he had been volunteering for, that particular theater for a while. He was looking at the back of the program. We're going to pretend this is a program. And he noticed all the patrons, the 25,000, the 10,000. So he started noticing all the names, and he said, "Oh, there's Jason, there's Brian." He started naming all these people that he knew who were actors who were also patrons. They were paying like $25 for the year to support the theater. So what he decided to do was become a patron of 3 theaters. It was $25 each to be a patron. He wrote the artistic director wrote the artistic director a letter and said, I'm a patron of your theater, of the Manhattan Theater Club, and I would love to audition for the next season. And because he was a patron, they let him audition. I'm proud to tell you now he's currently on Broadway.
All right.
See what he did? He didn't go in trying to audition. I'm just going to audition. I'm just going to keep asking him, can I audition for this show? No. He said, I'm helping your theater stay open because I'm giving you money. I'm a patron, and I'd love to audition for your next season. And then that's when he started getting called in. See?
Very good.
Somebody would have told me that 20 years ago. Okay? Keep these things in mind, because these are the things that are going to get you to the next level, way ahead of most people. Being present and also contributing. Even on a small scale, one day you'll get to the part where you're a silver patron. You'll be paying the $10,000 like Denzel and Viola, because they're still patrons of theaters now. You'll see their names on lots of things, and you'll think to yourself, well, you're already a star. Why are you a patron? Because they remember when they couldn't get the audition. Now they're here helping keep the theaters alive, right? And theater is one of the most masterful, most all-connected forms that you'll ever do in acting, is theater. It's the one where you get the visceral connection with audience and yourself as an artist, and you'll never forget that moment. You are changing lives and changing experiences with theater. So always stay connected to the theater. I'm also a board member of Agape Theater Company here in Durham, North Carolina, helmed by Professor Ken